Hi guys, this is Diogenes Lamp. And the reason why I call myself Diogenes Lamp is because I like lanterns. Anyway, this time of year is a great time because one of my friends has a barbecue. Um, and basically it's a combination of things, but mainly beer and pizza, and he has a bonfire. But what I've been doing over the last, maybe 5 or 6 years is I've been bringing lanterns over there to put around so you could see what's going on because you can't really see much with the bonfire. So I actually am able to take my lanterns out and do something with them. This is just four. I'm going to have probably eight. I like single mantle lanterns. You take them for exercise walks and whatnot, but because they're lighter. But I'm going to go over some of tips. I'm going to give you some tips on these lanterns. Especially some of these the painting colors of the lanterns. I'm not going to get too much into the red because I'm sure you guys could find fire engine red. That's not a big deal, but this is your typical. It's probably about a 1960 Coleman 200A. This one here is a they're both different. This is an oddball. It's a 2471 American Sunflower or American gas machine. Which is a lot like a 3016, which is what this one is. You can see little differences. This has like a larger generator in there, and this is a little smaller. Now these things are kind of beastly. They have personalities of their own. So when you light these things, if you ever get one of these, first of all, you better make sure that all the controls, all these pieces are snug. Everything is snug because they have a tendency to loosen up, and you don't want it dripping. You don't want to fire. You take the lid off and you basically just pop it up a little bit and light it from underneath and leave the lens on so the mantle doesn't blow out. And then it has a tendency to flame up, and you don't want to really fry your coating on here. This one I happen to have a very very rare German mantle. If you look at that, it's got kind of like a too odd shape to it. But anyway, what I wanted to go over is color, paint color. This one here and this one, I try to match close as possible. I basically went to the auto parts store and I found that this Dupla color, it's called, I don't know if you can see it, it's called Claret Red Metallic. And I don't know exactly what year it's from, but it's a Chrysler color. So if you want to try that, it kind of looks nice. It's a pretty good match. I mean, it's got a little bit of sparkle to it, but you know what? It looks like the lid might have had some sparkle at one time, but it lost its luster. Two other tips I'll give you. I use like a Rust-Oleum on a color like this. This one I didn't even bother with because this one, I got this at a car show. I think I got this at the Hershey car show in Pennsylvania, and it had this silly sticker on here, and it just reminded me of something an old man would do from the 50s, and I just thought that was kind of cool. And it's probably was nickel plated under. I have no idea. So whenever this goes bad, I just tape that off and I give it a shot of a black primer. It's got a reflectorized thing on this side. It's kind of odd, but I kind of leave that one the way it is, just because it kind of has some character to it. And that's the story with that. But what I did want to talk to you about is I do also have Sears lanterns, and Sears lanterns are blue. They got like a I would almost describe it as a powder blue. I'm going to tell you what works great on that. I had an 80 Buick Riviera, and the valve covers were like a General Motors blue. So what you want to do is you want to look for like a General Motors engine paint. Worked on the valve covers. Just go to the auto parts store. Look at that, because I don't have the can. I somehow the can I can't seem to find it, but it is a perfect blue for the Sears lanterns, which are they're made by Coleman. They look the same except that they have a wider, flatter tank, and basically that's it. As far as removing rust from these babies, like if you get some rust on the bottom, I had a lot of luck with. If you're not going to believe this, but I've actually had a lot of luck with this stuff that's called wire wheel cleaner. It's wheel acid. You could get it from, you could go to like an auto detail place, and the guy should be able to sell you this stuff. And I want to tell you something. Do not spray this crap, because if you breathe it, it'll have you coughing all day. It's really bad stuff. I mean, if you wear a mask, because I've actually used it on the frame rails of my truck, you could get away with it. But you do not want to breathe the mist of this stuff with a mister. You're better off just like putting it in a pan and soaking the bottom of the thing. But don't leave it too long, because it'll actually take the paint completely right off the bottom of the can down here. So that's just something you want to know as far as that goes. I'm going to have some more videos in the future. I also have, of course, double mantle lanterns, and basically, that's about all I could think of for today. But anyway, thanks for watching. Comments below, subscribe. Thank you so much, and hope to talk to you again soon.